All right, folks, so window tint service has been fully completed. That was the first thing on our agenda when it came down to this build, what we wanted to do. We typically do that when we are getting a vehicle that's getting multiple services, such as window tint, paint protection film, paint correction, ceramic coating, modifications, and so forth. The first thing that we typically do, and again, it's not 100% the case, but on most cases, what we will do is we will do the window tint service first. Paint correction, paint protection film, ceramic coating, otherwise known as our ultimate new car prep package. That normally will take about anywhere close to from 10 to 14 days. So if we do the window tint first, the tint has its time to actually cure, dry, and then once the vehicle is ready to get picked up or be delivered back to the customer, guess what? They're able to get into their car and start rolling down the windows, and not have to wait that first 7 to 14 days for that initial drying process to take place, where they're held captive by not being able to roll their windows down when driving. Now, what we did install is our highest grade window film, which is our XR Plus, which of course you should know is going to provide you with 98% infrared heat rejection, and then also it's going to provide you with 99% UVA and UVB ray protection. So it's going to protect all these sensitive materials inside here, and then also the occupants such as myself and anyone else that's going to be riding along with. What we did on the windows, we went 20% on all the side and rear windows. So door windows, rear doors, the rear hatch, all done in 20%. We decided to go a little darker just because the cabin is just a little bit wider and larger and open compared to like the R8 or Lambo or so forth. In addition to that, right, what we have here, if you look up, we have panoramic roofs too as well. So we have a sunroof right here, and we have a sunroof right back here. So initially, essentially, the entire roof is made out of glass. So what we went with is 70% on the roof or the panoramic sunroof. Reason why we did that, we didn't want to darken it up, and so 70% will add just a tad bit of tint, but not enough where you can visually see. All right, so we are keeping, with what darkness-wise, what it came with the factory, but it's now adding that heat rejection in case we decide to, drive with this actually open, the sunshade open. That way we're not getting baked with the sun, especially if it's overhead. Windshield itself too as well. What we did is we did the 70%, sticking with that theme. So windshield, panoramic roofs, all done in 70% as well with the 98% heat rejection. So we have maximized, the efficiency of the heat rejection on this car. Every window in this vehicle has window tint added to it, XR Plus added to it to maximize it on that. Now, for individuals who have trucks or SUVs, we already know that all SUVs come with the back windows or back passenger windows already tinted from factory. Those are tinted for basically privacy purposes only. It doesn't have any kind of heat rejection to it. So if someone is choosing to go ahead and go with a premium film such as the XPEL Prime XR or the XPEL Prime XR Plus, which is going to be a nano ceramic, both nano ceramic, they just give you different levels of heat rejection. So you have now the 88% heat rejection, which is Prime XR, and then the 98% heat rejection with the XR Plus. We get the request all the time, can we just go ahead and tint the two front windows? You can, but again, you're not maximizing on the efficiency of this premium film. So I look at that as you're really taking the money that you have, paying extra for a film that's supposed to provide you a certain level of functionality, and then you're not receiving the maximum benefit of that film. So essentially you're taking that money and throwing it directly into the drain. At that point, if you're just looking for aesthetic looks, you just want it to look uniformed, meaning the front windows to match the rear windows that's tinted from factory, you can go with a CS film, which we offer, which is a color stable. So it is a dyed film that's not going to have the negative attributes that most dyed films will provide you, which is the purpling, the bubbling, and the fading. You won't get that with this color stable. It's named color stable for a reason, which is going to keep that color or that shade, and it's going to never fade. It's never going to purple. It's going to stay where it's supposed to be for the lifetime of the film itself. So if you're looking for just aesthetics, go with this color stable film, which is what we offer. If you're looking for heat rejection benefits, then we will recommend that you do whatever percentage that you want to opt in for the two front windows that are not tinted. And again, this is for SUVs and large trucks. Whatever percentage that you want to go with in regards to visibility on your two front windows. Some people want to go legal for the state of Virginia. If you're registered in the state of Virginia, we really recommend that you go with the legal recommendations from the state or your state if you're registered somewhere else. If you want to go darker, you can. And some people actually, the most popular request is to match the back windows, and we will go ahead and figure that out. But then also taking that same 70% that we put on the windshield and on the panoramic roof on this vehicle on your back windows. Therefore, you're not darkening those back windows up any further, which means it shouldn't impede your vision at night, but then now you're maximizing and getting that heat rejection that you weren't getting before. You're now getting that now. So again, we will put that over the current tint that comes from the factory. We do not remove it or anything like that. It cannot be removed, but we would put that 70% on top of the tinted windows on the rear, and then that way you now have maximum benefit of that heat rejection on that film. Now you're getting your money's worth out of a premium film such as Prime XR or Prime XR Plus. So hopefully that it kind of clears things up. We do get the requests all the time. There are different types of films, and what's responsible for the heat rejection is going to be the technology of the film, which is nanoceramic, not the darkness. If you go darker with a film, you're going to get the opposite effect of what you were expecting. It's going to absorb more heat. And then of course, the more heat that you absorb, again, you're going to have that greenhouse effect, which means that your window is going to be rolled up. It's going to trap that heat inside, especially when it's sitting out in the baking sun, especially with the type of heat we've been having this year. You're going to find that the interior of the vehicle is going to be every bit of 110, 120 degrees inside of the cabin. But guess what? With nanoceramic, you now get that heat rejection technology, and you can go with a 20% or darker or whatever the case is. Again, we recommend that you stay with the state, with your state's regulations and laws. But if you go darker, you won't have to worry about, again, that heat absorbing because of the technology of the film itself. So again, hopefully that clears that up. Wanted to kind of go over what we went and what we decided to do here and why and how we maximize and how we're getting the maximum benefit from the type of film that we're installing here. So if you have any questions, feel free, don't hesitate, give us a call. It was right there too. I knew it. I'm like, what is going on? I just can't get it out. Okay. Soft close. You should try it. You gonna take it off your mom's car? No, your mom doesn't have soft close.
No. I just say because of all the muscle.